Hey everyone, Sherwood Small Pets here. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. I'm here with a very requested video. Today is the day that I'm going to be introducing Hugh to my girls. And yeah, I've actually got a lot of requests for a video like this, even before I had Hugh. People are like, can you show us how you introduced your herd? And I'm like, well, I can't really reintroduce my girls that already live together. So I thought this would be a good opportunity. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't always do the official introductions with Stitch. I honestly just kind of put her in, and that really worked because she had such a submissive personality that honestly I'm pretty sure it took Lilo like 3 days to realize she was even there. But Hugh's a little bit more Hugh's got a little bit of sass, and I don't really have any outwardly dominant pigs in my herd. But I am curious to see how she meshes with Gwen or Bambi, who are they're the closest thing to attitude that I have. So I'm curious to see how that goes. And I also thought, well, I might as well make this into like a useful video. So what I'm doing is I'm setting it up. This is a pen. My friend actually has my actual pen that I have for the pigs. So I had to kind of be makeshift and use grids. Don't worry, all the zip ties are facing out. I am covering the floor with what you see over there. That's puppy pads, and then I'll put fleece over top, just because these are actual hardwood floors. They're not like crappy materials, and I don't really want to wreck them with the amount of urine that pigs can, expel. I'm going to show you snippets of everything. I'm going to show you some tips to make it go a little easier, perhaps. But yeah, I'm not an expert. So it is, of course, important to remember that your pigs are all individuals. Some pigs will not live with other pigs. Not necessarily all other pigs, but it could just be one personality that does not mesh with another. It's like people, right? You are not guaranteed to like everybody that you meet, I can promise you. And the same goes for pigs. I mean, personalities don't always go together. So don't form an opinion that, all boys can't live together, or this one pig cannot live with any other pigs. Chances are it just hasn't met the right pig. That's my little disclaimer. So this is not a science. This is what I do and what I have done in the past. And this is my herd. You have to remember, my herd is probably one of the laziest groups of individuals that I have ever come across. That's why I'm lucky, and so far my herd's worked out really well. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling and get the pigs. Okay, so here's the area that's been set up. The funny thing is they have more room in their cage, but this is just neutral. I'm not going to put veggies in right away. I start with hay, just see how everybody is, because I don't want to start anybody arguing over food, right? But yeah, so now I'm going to go get the pigs, and the way I do it is I actually put the new one in first, not long, but I've only got 2 hands, right? So I put the new one in first, and then I put the pre-existing pigs in, so that way they don't think that they've all of a sudden got claim to it immediately. Okay, so here everybody is. Phoenix clearly doesn't care. So I'll just watch them for a while, and we will see what happens. Someone's excited. Friends. That's your den mama. So it's been about 10 minutes, and Gwen's starting to kind of feel her out a little bit. Still not dramatic at all. There's been a little bit of back and forth. Nobody's chasing anybody though, which is, optimal. Hugh's popcorning like a crazy person. So she's clearly happy to have people around again. By people, I mean pigs, but I mean really. Phoenix is like the den mom, so she keeps everybody in line. Basically, she stops any confrontation generally before it happens. Gwen's a little bit of a crap disturber. So is Bambi, I'm realizing. I didn't know that. So she's bringing that out in her, which is interesting. I guess it explains why she's the only one that Gwen doesn't chew her coat. Gwen is clearly over it. But yeah, so that's just the 10-minute check-in. Okay, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it, but we've actually moved on to a bit of a teeth chattering stage. So this is new. But it's also not like crazy out of the ordinary. It's almost like a little standoff. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, so it's been about an hour. You missed an interval where actually Hugh was lunging at pretty much everyone other than Stitch. I've never seen that before. I didn't film it because I was stressed out and I was watching it to make sure that nothing was terrible happening. However, you can now see that everybody's pretty much chilled. Oh, he was actually laying down over there. Look at that. I'll be darned. Yeah. So things have calmed down quite a lot, thank God. Obviously things are going to be different when I put them back in the cage. I'm going to keep them out for another hour and a bit, probably. They tore through the lettuce already, so they've got forage, they've got some pellets, they've got more hay. I'm going to get more hay again in a minute. But everybody's just kind of having a nap. To be fair, I kind of feel like I need one. But that's just a little thing to touch base. Lunging, no blood was drawn. Obviously, no hair was pulled. That's my phone. I wonder where it is. Oh, it's on Gus's cage. But yes, that's just the check-in. Hey everyone. So, they're now in the big cage. This is our hour 7. They've been in the cage for 2.5 hours now. Everything seems to be going okay. So there's somebody in there, Hugh's over there. Everything seems to be going okay. So yeah, we had some rocky times, but that's how I introduce my pigs. So far, so good. Just keep knocking on wood. Good night, everyone. Okay, so this is just a final little check-in. It's been several days now. And he was just right in there, part of the group. Everybody else is in cozies, because it's always better to eat inside, right? But everything is good. Just a quick hello to everybody else. Cages have not been swept yet, but yeah. Okay. So that was introducing the herd to everybody. Hugh's doing quite well. Gwen hasn't even murdered her coat totally yet. Okay, take care, everyone.